No, nothing cook coming at you again here. Today's presentation is going to be the acorn squash. Took out the acorn, I cut it in half, I scooped the seeds out, put them in the colander, used the spoon, they came out nice and easy, and then with this peeler, I peeled the acorn. I cut it down. I make cuts here with the knife, all along the vein, all along the seams here. It was hard, but I mean, the squash was hard. It's not hard to cut. Not like the Hubbard squash where you had to heat it and break it and all that other happy horse stuff. And then I cut them into. I'm gonna cut them into cubes like this. And what we're gonna do with this, when I come back, I'm gonna finish peeling this. We're going to make acorn squash soup today with this. And if we have enough left over, we're going to do acorn squash risotto. And with that said, we'll be back shortly. Okay, the onion. I tell you, these here onions from the farmer's market, they will make you ball. Unlike a onion from the store. After I peeled it, I cut it in half. This was the stock part, right, obviously. So that holds everything together. Then what I did is with my knife, I made slits down the, all the way through. Little slits like this. And then I'm sawing it this way to give it the diced effect, or dicing. Very easy that way. That's the onion. Extra virgin olive oil. Does that smell delicious when it's heating up? And you know what else smells delicious? When you put carrots and onions and garlic and now acorn squash. Excuse me. We're going to add here the acorn squash. This is 2 acorns and 2 pretty large carrots, 1 good sized onion. Add them. Whoa! We got 2 pieces here of squash that I missed. Okay, now we're going to heat this through with a nice teaspoon of nutmeg. Well, let's see if we need more after we taste it. Well, now this is going to be heated probably 15-20 minutes until they soften up. And then at that point, I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm going to add probably, I don't know, 5-6 cups of water. We're going to see what it looks like. And then I'll bring it to a boil, let it simmer, and I'll put it through the blender. But we'll be back in time. That's up to this moment. Okay, I rushed a little bit. I wanted to show you before I added the water and I drifted. But anyways, I'm a drifter. Don't know what I'm doing. But 4 cups of water wasn't enough to cover the squash. So I put another cup in, 5 cups. It was about 15 minutes or so. I sauteed them. And the carrots and onions, as you can see here, if you can see that, the onions are really translucent. Carrots softened up the squash a little bit. I didn't want to go any longer for fear of burning the other vegetables. So it was about 15 minutes. 4.5, 5 on the gas number. And then I added the garlic, and it was 2 cloves of garlic. minced. I added that, swished that around for about a minute, minute and a half, and then I added the water. And I'm going to bring this to a boil. And I'm going to boil it. And then I'm going to let it simmer. And I'll let you know how long I simmered it for when I get back. Okay, this is what our soup looks like after 20 minutes. We're going to take it. We're going to ladle it into the food processor. You can't put it all in there because it won't fit. So it's going to be done in pieces. So let me do that and we'll show you the end result. Okay, this is the final product. After running it through the food processor on high, you know, till it came out like this. There's one or two lumps, but that's okay. It's a little. I'm gonna simmer it for about another half. Whoops, I'm sorry. Simmer it for about a half hour. But here you see, I added some hot pepper flakes and another quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. I added the hot pepper flakes because, well, I have a weakness for heat and spice. And salt and peppered it to taste. We'll be tasting it again here shortly. But here, let me give you, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna not thicken it up, but I'm gonna simmer it for about 15-20 more minutes. And here, tell me what you think. Oh boy. Acorn squash soup is a keeper. Make no doubt about it. Very good. And if I can do it, you can do it. Because remember, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's coming out pretty darn good. And this is the Know Nothing Cook signing out. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you keep following me. It's fun, I hope. Anyways, remember, once again, acorn squash soup from beginning to end. Next one will be acorn risotto. Oh, don't miss that one. Signing out. Always forgetting something. Anyways, back to the acorn squash. What is good with this when it's finished, I'm assuming, would be a dab of sour cream or a swirl of heavy cream. Will go good with this because of the black pepper and hot pepper, and to give it some heat. And then the creams would give it a little coolness. Try it. Might like it.